Hello, this is Miriam Lechuga. This is video block 3. First, I wanted to start talking about my reaction to the readings and also my reaction to the videos. They're very hard to watch, honestly, because we all like to believe we live in this America that's all about the new opportunities, about personal growth, about everything that we're taught in school, and to see what's going on with all these immigrants, to see how every administration defends itself, whether it be by first it's only the immigrants that have some sort of background with justice. Whenever they've had issues, they're breaking the law, those are the ones we're deporting. But again, it's not true. We find families getting in the middle of all these deportation when most of the time the children are born here and their lives get torn apart. Parents get deported, the kids end up staying here or taken over there, where there's no middle ground, there's no place of how it could get better. It's so sad to see. And in the other video where we see what happens to all these people, where they're coming to the United States, and I thought most of them didn't know what they could face. But most of these people know. They know what they're going to see, what they're going to encounter in the days and the weeks and the months of travel that happens all the way to the United States. And to know that as soon as they get here, there's a possibility they could get deported. And it just makes me think, if they know everything that could happen, how bad does their situation in their country have to be for them to be able to risk all of this happening for just a possibility of maybe coming here? And it's to work. It's not to get welfare. It's not to abuse the system in any way. And on the contrary, it's just to become part of the society, to be able to work, to be able to send some money back to the people that they love in whatever country of Central America, of South America, wherever they are. And then on the other question, where it was talking about what myths are still happening today, what myths do we believe as reality? And my answer is all of them. I mean, specifically the ones that stuck with me the most was the welfare one, where we are taught that every immigrant that's coming here, they get on welfare. We're taught that every immigrant that comes here, they don't pay any taxes, that they just want to take the jobs of the American people, when all of those are false. They're taking the jobs that the American people don't want. All those jobs that have to be done but are paid very, very low, or they're in not the best working conditions. Jobs that the Americans don't want, those are the jobs that the immigrants are taking. Because in reality, they don't come with education. They don't come with the knowledge of everything that they could possibly do. On the contrary. So they do all these jobs that most Americans don't even want. But again, what is being said on TV by all the politicians, that it's the contrary, that they just want welfare, they don't want to pay taxes, and they want to take our jobs. And moving on to social justice, I think the biggest issue that we see since the beginning of all this immigration problems, you could say, that arise, are that immigrants are labeled as that, immigrants. It's almost as if we put an it to a person, when in reality, it's still the person. Doesn't matter where they're coming from, doesn't matter if they're citizens, if they're legal, if they're illegal, whatever you want to name, they're still people. And we're taking that away. There's the social justice of we're all in this together. We're all people. We're all looking for a better life. We're all aiming for something better. And there needs to be a way to make everything just. Maybe they're not citizens. Maybe they don't have papers, whatever you want to call it, but they're still people. We should all want to be in the same page of helping people, of making it just, of not abusing our system just because they're not counted as people here in America or wherever. And just to close what I've learned in this class, I've learned so much. I think the biggest thing that resonates with me is that all the different issues and all the different approaches that were happening 100 years ago or even more are still happening now. Immigration is still something that's coming up. Every time there's an election, immigration is one of the first things that they talk about. And we find that every president still breaks it. They make promises for reform, to improve all this immigration that's happening, and they still break those promises. But we're still voting for them. So I think the politicians, the people in the administration, they need to be held accountable for everything that they're doing or not doing. In this case, it's everything that they're not doing.